Okay, so this is the last one tonight. I can't believe how long this has taken me to do, but I did have to read a lot today. So I'm going to pause now and ask you to absorb the weight of everything that I've uncovered with how the Crafty Council, for want of a better word, that's what they call themselves, because the original Hebrew version doesn't mention Crafty Council at all. And this is what we've been led to believe, and by, obviously talking about it. So what started as a close reading of Psalms 83 has actually revealed to me layers of deception after deception after deception. And this has been overlooked for generations. So we can now see how clearly the Crafty Council of the Nations was not only a historical alliance against the hidden ones, Israel, but this was a spiritual conspiracy that has stretched into modern times, and by reshaping the way that we speak, changing our languages, if you like, distorting the sharpness of the Most High's judgments, and of course hiding the real power behind his direct words is what they have cleverly done. They've softened it all. And as you know, Psalms is in the New Testament, which is interesting because I've always said there's a difference between the Old Testament and the New in the way that it has been written. The Crafty Council, their words, they have worked tirelessly to blur the lines between truth and, of course, tradition. They've taken the Most High's name, Yahweh, and they've substituted it with terms like O Lord, or Jehovah, softening his authority and presence. They tell us that they don't use the word Yahweh because, what do they say? Something about they're scared that we would blaspheme if we use the name Yahweh. So we can see that using O Lord, lowercase, or Jehovah softens his authority and his presence altogether. We see that this isn't just about political alliances in the past, that these countries have been dealt with already. It's about what is happening now. And it's about how language has been used actually as a weapon, turning righteous judgment into mere pleading. It's ridiculous. They have transformed the way that we understand the words to be. And they've changed it so it sounds like it's negotiable, that the Most High is pleading with us. Well, not us, because them, isn't it? Edom, Esau, the Crafty Council. This will make me think differently now, because I'll be looking at the old Hebrew version all the time now. And the awakening is happening now. As we know, judgment is also on the earth right now. The Most High is moving through his people, removing the fog that's kept us blind for so long. You see, God's Spirit is pouring out, as he promised to Israel in Joel 2:28, that Acts 2:17 has pinched to make out that it's to the Gentiles, and it isn't. The dry bones, if you've prophesied to your dry bones, as I have done, you will get the awakening too, if you are one of the chosen. Don't forget, being one of the chosen doesn't mean you are the remnant either. Let's be clear. But the dry bones are rising. And these messages that I give isn't just for scholars or elders. I really try to simplify the research that I've had, because I know what a hard time I had myself when I did the research. So I keep it as simple as I possibly can, because I actually like listening back to a lot of my podcasts. Now, these podcasts are for Israel. It's also for Gentiles, because they need to acknowledge the true ancient Hebrew black Israelites, because they won't get in either unless they acknowledge who we are. That's what the Bible says. You see, those who have been scattered, oppressed and lied to, and don't forget the Gentiles will say, I think it's in Esdras or Jeremiah, surely our fathers have lied to us. They're going to know that sooner or later too. And the time has come for us to reclaim the Most High's words in its raw form, to hear the Most High as he intended, without the filters placed upon us by the crafty council, as they call themselves, because the raw words do not call themselves, calls them crafty council. Let's not forget the betrayal that began with nations like Edom and Moab. It's still present today, folks, even in the systems that we live under today. Benjamin's role, Ham's complicity, and the Grecians, who all profited from Israel's downfall, are all threads in this web. But here we stand today with prophesied bones, and as we reflect on some of these teachings, I do encourage you to take this deeper yourselves and compare the raw Hebrew to the translations that we have been taught, using Masoretic text with the commas and all the rest of it. Question everything. The Most High is calling us to separate from the confusion and return to his undiluted, sharp truth. So be bold, be unshaken, and as I said before, speak and proclaim his word, not the crafty council as they've renamed themselves.